Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, bringing a brand new sim here. And there you go, Industry Giant 4.0. I have not done any of the others before it, and from what I can tell, there really isn't a 3. There was a 1 and a 2, and now there's 4. Alright, so this just released within the last hour or so. So I had to download it, obviously, and go ahead. But as you can see, it's in early access, similar to Memoriopolis, that we're also kind of dabbling with on the channel here. So this is the one sim that I have been waiting for months and months and months to finally release. So if you've listened to various things on the channel, I may have said, you know, hey, my wish list is petering down. This was basically the last thing on it. While I was in there getting this, I also took the liberty of removing Farming Simulator 25 from my wish list, as it's no longer one of my wishes right now. We'll leave it at that. But the thing that drew me to this is this, I don't know if it's this company or this game, has been granted an award, a German government ministry. So it's the Ministry of Economic Development and Climate Policy. So if there's any kind of business sim that's going to work, I would think one that's endorsed by an official government agency would be one of those. So I was like, hey, I love business, I love sims. This brings everything together for me. As far as I know, this isn't really a transportation sim. This is more of a business sim. So this is a first look series that I'm just kind of going to bring you along. I have no idea how sloppy it's going to be. We'll see. But as it says here, as an early access player, you're among the first to explore, test, and help shape the world of Industry Giant 4.0. Your feedback is crucial as we add new features, fine-tune mechanics, make balancing tweaks, and polish the overall experience. Expect regular updates, new content, and improvements based on what you have to say. Get in touch with us and make your voice heard through our official Discord server. So that I've already joined. So I will do that as appropriate. We hope you enjoy discovering all that's here already, and we can't wait to build the future of the game together with you. Let's become industry giants. And so I think there's 2 developers, as you can see, and we saw in the logos. All right. Just because I would think it'd be okay, but I'm going to turn off the music, as I always do. Alright, so I'm going to leave the other settings alone. I took a look at it. As far as graphics, it's set on automatic detection. I would assume for something like this, I'm pretty much at the highest level, but not sure. So let's jump into single player here. Alright, so initially, just because I've never done any of these, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave it at the tutorial. We'll just do something simple like Mature Corp. Set the difficulty to medium and the start budget to medium. Looks like we've got a 3x3 or a 9 square kilometer map, and we're going to start the game. Alright, welcome to Industry Giant 4. Click on the different menu items or on objects in the world to get more information about their functions. Your goal is to supply customers in the cities with goods and thus make the cities grow. Also making sure it's paused. I just took a quick look down there. To get started, click on a city and find out about its needs. You can then build the appropriate industries and shops, set up lines, and buy vehicles. This window can be open or closed at any time using the question mark button. And now have fun with Industry Giant 4.0. Alright, welcome to the tutorial for Industry Giant 4.0. Your current tasks are always displayed in the milestone window to the top left. On this map there is a town called Rudelfing. Initially a small town like this has few demands. To get started, check the demands of the town of Rudelfing. Alright, how do I do that? There we go. Okay, so we go there. I see, open the town window, open the demand tab. As you can see, the citizens of Rudelfing demand... Where do I see this? must be behind it. It looks like fruit, unpackaged fruit. Oh, it says it right after it. I'm trying to discern the icon, and it just tells me. And wood shavings. Let's start by getting the production of unpackaged fruit up and running. To begin, you're going to build an agricultural farm. Okay, so there we go. Unpackaged fruit, producible in agricultural farm. Wood shavings, not producible. You can only import it only. Okay, so we can see, so all right, so just, and this is definitely what I'm going to share, because this is the stuff that I was looking at and or hoping would exist, but this is great. So you can see in the summer, more fruit in demand, a little bit less wood, but in the winter we need a lot more wood, a lot less fruit, so the demands change by quarter. So you can see I've got 1,200 and 1,500, but this specifically then tells me how that 1,500 is spread, because we've got 600 here, so it's 600, 603. That gets us to our 1,500. So I assume this lets me rename it. Yes. All right. So construct an agricultural farm. So I assume we go here. There we go. Okay, construction time is 1 day. It costs $1.5 million. All right, we have 100 million monies to start with. Our maintenance cost is 15,000 monies per quarter. Tags are farm. Connection types, I assume, are just roadways, and then it looks like it can do unpackaged fruit. I assume unpackaged vegetables, wheat, and cotton. I'm going to guess on that. And then this lets us search, and roads and rails. Okay, so we click on agricultural farm. All right, building construction mode. Construction costs are incurred when constructing buildings. Buildings cannot be built if the account balance becomes negative as a result. In addition, the zone restrictions must be observed. Zones valid for construction are highlighted. If construction is not possible, the reason is displayed in the information next to the mouse cursor. Buildings cannot be built on zone boundaries. Okay, building has overlapping collisions. Zone does not match requirements. Okay. I see. I have to go over to farmland. All right, so it looks like I can... I saw that I could move keys. All right. How do I rotate? Oh, okay. Rotate. So do that. All right, and it doesn't look like, because you can see it's like digging into the hill there. I probably want to avoid that if I can, so I'm looking for something a bit flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put it there. Alright, the game is currently paused. To unpause it, press the play button at the bottom right of your screen. Then wait for the construction to finish. 3 new loan contracts are available. Alright, so... Alright, farm constructed. I guess let's pause. Well done, your first agricultural farm has been established. Next, you're going to set up your first production. The production of all industrial buildings in Industry Giant 4.0 is configured using production lines. You can set parameters like the time of year in which goods will be produced, the amount of produced goods, and the efficiency of the production. Now let's set up a production line for unpackaged fruit. Alright, so open the agricultural farm window, open the production tab. So this is, a simple, pretty, intuitive interface. It's like if I wasn't being told what to do, it wouldn't be that difficult to find, it would seem. Okay, build 5 fields around the farm. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's see. Building has overlapping collisions. See, but the question is, like, what makes sense? All right, interesting. So I can't, like, build it too close. All right, so we're gonna do, I'm gonna put one there, because I think that's the road in between. So I'm gonna basically do stuff like that. All right, add a production line for unpackaged fruit. In the Agriculture Production tab, click on the Add Production. In the right window, select Unpackaged Fruit. Did I see? Oh, it does. It lets you, like, split. So that, there's some pretty advanced capabilities that I can see you might be able to pull off. Set the parameter so that 1,200 are produced each year. Alright, so we're going to select unpackaged fruit and set the parameters, so I assume that means that 1,200. Okay, so let me see, it was 2,000. Alright, so you can see the efficiency is high. If I go to that, my efficiency drops to 60%. My cost per unit is 200. It's going to produce 300 per quarter, obviously, and then total production cost is 100,000. So let's see if I go there. So you can see cost per unit does drop as I become more efficient, which is excellent. All things I would expect to some degree, because I'm also sure if we go too far. Alright, and then we want to click the apply button at the top of the window. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, you successfully created your first production line. Once the next production batch cycle starts, you will see the green bar and the production line entry starting to fill up. I don't know exactly where that is, but we'll see when it gets going. When it's full, your first unpackaged fruit will be ready to be transported. In the meantime, you should build a grocery store to sell the fruit to the citizens of Rudolfing. You can find it under the Shops tab in the construction window. Alright, so we're going to do that. Okay, so I can also click and drag here. But let's go back to Rudolfing. Alright, so we want to construct a grocery store. Shops. Okay, 500,000, so okay. Place the grocery store inside the town zone. Now, let's see. Can I kind of... okay, I see. So it does, like, join the road. So, alright, a little bit of flickering there. So not great. But let's see, I'm thinking, ooh, man, that's ugly, but I see building has overlapping collisions, so it's not letting me do that. Alright, so let me see. So maybe I have to put it inside. Alright, that's like too close to the road, I guess. So we'll put it there. Your grocery store is built and ready to sell goods. Now we need to set up a transportation line to deliver the unpackaged fruit to the grocery store. Start by building a truck depot. It can be found on the Roads tab in the construction menu or by pressing G. Trucks will always return to this depot, so choose the location carefully. So this is a little bit like, whoa, this is big. Oof. Wow, that is really big. Okay, okay, I can't put it there. I mean, I guess I don't have to put it in town. Oof, wow. Alright, so maybe what I'll do is I'll do something like that, and then we'll run. Okay, your truck depot has been built and is waiting for your first trucks. For this, you're going to set up a transport line, but before you start, make sure that all the buildings you built in the previous steps are connected to each other via road. To open roads, open the Roads tab in construction. To begin creating a new line, open the menu and lines by clicking the lines button, then click the add road. So now I do want to take a peek here because, oh, this, I think I'm seeing what I expected. It's the 1950s. I wanted to see what kind of cars we had. Now, they're the same blue car right now. I'm sure there's some variation, but alright. So if I go here and go to the road. Alright, now is this? Oh, I see, because these are dirt roads. So dirt road, max speed 29. Road, I would think I'm going to want... Let's see, if I do that, and then that, okay. So there's a little bit of stuff like that. Alright, so we'll just... Whoops, no, I don't want to bridge. Okay, increase height, I see. So if I do... increase height, decrease height. All right. So what I'm trying to avoid is like some crazy, you know, I don't want it to waste time building bridges or whatever. Okay, so I assume I can get over here. Oh, no, I don't want, again, I don't want a bridge if I can avoid it. Is it still giving me a little? It is, which is odd, but okay. So there we go. So they're connected. That's simple enough. Now we're going to go to lines. Then we're going to open the new truck line. Make sure your buildings are connected via road. Construction menu, open the line. Okay, click the new road line. So, all right. Select truck depot by selecting the truck depot. And then click add. Okay. So hold on. I go back here, new truck line. Oh, I see. Okay. So we pick the truck depot and then click on the agricultural farm and then the grocery store. Okay. So agriculture, now what am I doing in it? Oh, I see. So I want to pick up unpackaged fruit. And so right now it's just the truck depot, and then I want to add a stop. And I want to go there. Okay, so click the plus button to the loading operation, select and enter your desired amount below. I see. Click the plus button in the loading operation. Or is that? I see. Okay, so I don't know. Let's say, well, let's say 300. Okay, and then click apply. You created your first transport line. You can always go back and add more stops or more products to be transported by going to the lines menu or clicking any industry or shop the line is connected to and switching to the station tab. Of course, nothing is actually going to be transported without vehicles, which you will need to buy by signing a vehicle contract. To do so, click the truck depot, open the depot tab, click on the vehicles button. Here you can configure the parameters of the vehicle contract. For now, sign a contract to buy 6 trucks of any type. Okay. So we're going to click on the depot. Or no, I'm sorry. We're going to open the vehicles. Then we're going to click on the buy vehicle button, sign a vehicle contract. So, alright, so I have to click on the depot. Alright, so I've got a type storage. So let's see. These are a little faster. Now what's the storage mean? It doesn't really tell me. 'Cause the thing is, like this, I don't know why I'd want that. The speed's the same. The maintenance, it's just, because see, storage I think means it'll take 200. So we'll do these. Again, we wanted 6 of them. Delivery time will be 30 days, and then we're going to sign. Okay. So there we go. So the days are moving, so you can see it's the 16th of August is when we'll have them. So we have to just wait for our vehicles to be delivered. Alright, so we're into July here. Let's see if we can just see what's happening. Production. Alright, so something is going on. Alright, line road to... So I'm going to call this unpackaged fruit supply. So we'll do that. And then if we go to the line, oh, I see. So I have an extra line, which I don't really want. So I can delete that. And then again, no reserved vehicles. So it's a little bit like transport fever, I guess, but I'm hoping the economic model is going to be really intriguing. So I'm just trying to, yeah, like again, in the 50s, you might have some of those older little cars. Right, so not enough vehicles, I see, okay. Context description, not enough vehicles, and then not, okay. Timetables determine how many products should be transported between stops. Each line must be assigned a depot. The line retrieves vehicles from this as required. This demand depends on the specified amount of goods to be loaded or unloaded at stops. The amount refers to 1 quarter. The higher the quantity per quarter, the more vehicles are required during this period. Accordingly, lines can also be limited in time and only run in certain quarters. This is particularly useful for serving production or needs that change over time. If vehicles are no longer needed by a line, they return to the depot and can be called up by other lines. Okay, so that's also nice compared to the Transport Tycoon model, or the Transport Fever model, where like you assign them and they're just running around empty sometimes if you don't have enough going on. To select the depot or add new stops, click on the corresponding button and then select the building in the world with the left mouse button. Right mouse button cancels the action. Okay. So again, August 19th. Oh, I see. So we're going to discard the changes. That lets us basically turn it on and off for a given season, is what we had there. But I think it was August 19th that we're going to get the vehicle on. Right, so that's our whole map. So not huge, but again, I mean, it was a good road, and we'll see how quickly things get over there. You know, but that's why I built the road, and then what I probably want to do, honestly, is just make all of this a road. Well, that... Can I... Alright, let me turn that off. Alright, no, it won't. Because what I'm trying to figure out is how do I upgrade the road to a road? How do I not have it be a dirt road? That's what I want. I want to go here. See, but then it's not letting me connect. See, it's telling me building has collisions because it's trying to build it somewhere else. Yeah, it's like it won't let me... Oh, I see. Replace. Aha. Well, that's simple enough. And so that's kind of my point is, you know, rather than making it kind of a pain, okay, vehicles bought, that's it. You now own your first small fleet of trucks that will start to transport products on your transport line. Transport will automatically request trucks from the connected depot to transport the selected goods. All you have to do now is wait till the first unpackaged fruit has grown, and your truck will automatically start transporting them to the grocery store. Before you continue, go back to your agricultural farm Take a closer look at the production tab. Notice that you can add multiple production lines to an industry building. Add a second production line to produce unpackaged vegetables and set up a transport line to deliver them to the grocery store. Alright. So very much like that. So, alright. Oh, so we're going to open the grocery store window. Alright, so let me close that. Open the grocery store, go to the storage tab. I'll wait for the delivery of fruit. Okay, well, I want to get the second production line going, like it said. So if I go here, production, add production line. I see. Okay, so we need to build some more fields here. So we'll kind of do the same thing. We'll put them on the opposite sides of the facility. And then we're going to add unpackaged vegetables. And I'm going to leave the efficiency where it is, and we're going to apply. Okay. So I assume things will start working. Since I'm in the vicinity, I'm guessing I don't need to do anything. Okay, truck 5. You know, so what Transport Fever would be doing is I'd have a bunch of trucks going. But because I only have, you know, what I can't see, I guess, is how much do I have? Okay, so I have 149 fruit right now. But let's see, will it take it or will it wait till I get 300? So that's part of the interesting portion of this. Alright, so it looks like it's loading up. Alright, so it took... I guess let me look at that. So its capacity is 100. But I swear it looked like it took 69. Why didn't it take more than that? So let's see. It did. But why didn't it take... Do I have some minimum or something? So durability, freshness... Alright, but the question is, like, is there another truck on the way? There is not. Are these growing? It's hard to tell. Alright, so not sure what the upgrade will do. Alright, so we're waiting for the delivery of fruit, but the challenge is with the delivery of fruit, I only have 69 and I need 100, so it's going to take one more trip at least. So it'll be interesting to see if and how the things grow. So this is, alright, errors, warnings, and info up here. All messages. And then global events. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So we did deliver 69. Now he's going back to the depot. And then what is happening here? Alright, we're still at 80. Okay, so that's showing our growth rates and so forth. All right. All right, so there is a truck going. Alright, so it's going on... oh, I didn't create a line for the vegetables, so let me do that. because that will help. So I need a new truck line. And add the stops. So I want that. And then we're going to do, I don't have, Right, and then the grocery store. Alright, so truck depot 1. Alright, so that gives me that. And then alright, I spelled vegetable wrong. It's not vegetable, it's vegetable. Okay. But the question is, alright. Okay, so these are finally growing. I'm like, what is happening? But alright, so we have 154 of those. Question is, are they going to stop growing in the winter? Or will they continue? Yeah, because we only delivered 6 more fruit, which is odd. Alright, well I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of keep moving ahead. Because again, it is an alpha. Maybe there's a bug. I did post a point on the Discord, but as far as I can tell, I've done everything. So, okay, so I want to go under the industry tab. So construction, industry, logging camp. All right, and place the logging camp in the lump forest zone, which is where? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, goodness. Yeah, I don't know that. Let's see. If I do that, we'll just put it over there. Okay, place the 3 required forests around the logging camp. Alright, so it's progressing, I think. So it's building that up. Alright, so I go to production, add the logging areas. Alright, add production. We're going to select wood. Might as well do the efficiency. And then we'll hit apply, and it will go ahead and start doing that. Sawmill can be found under the industry. Place the sawmill in any valid zone. Okay. So it looks like I can go there, put it in the upper side. Alright, so there's trains, there's roads. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. And then again, we're going to try to basically build roads. Oops, a little far there. Eesh. Alright, so I'll get down there. Why is the connection not possible? Alright, so if I do that, okay, I guess I just have to do little pieces. Alright, so we've got that, and then we want to add a production line for wood shavings. So production, add production, wood shavings. So we're going to select that. And we're going to apply. And then we need to construct the hardware store. So easy enough. Whoops. I want to turn it. Alright, so we'll do that. Alright, now we need to set up transport, so we have to construct a train depot. Crazy, crazy, I'll tell you that. Alright, a depot. Alright, so if building has overlapping, okay, golly, this is just kind of a bit of a mess here. Alright, and then we need to, I assume, so we're going to want to sign a contract, so train depot, and then we're going to want 4 wagons or 8 wagons. Open the vehicle by pressing 1, select the vehicle manager, click buy vehicles. To open a new vehicle. Alright, and then we're going to sign the contract. And again, we've got a delivery date of April 26th. So then we need to set up a transport line, but in the meantime, yes, I need to build the railroad. So we're going to want to go from here to here. And then I guess, if I go that way, then what? Whoops. My goodness. Alright, so if I go from here, oh my goodness. So we'll run. So can I do that? Yes. Alright, because what I need to do is obviously I need to get the train across the way. Goodness, well, we've got plenty of stuff. Alright, why won't it connect up here? So if I go railroad, okay. Very odd, but is something not connected? That's the thing, do I not have a connection somewhere? Oh, yeah, we probably don't have a connection there. So if I get that, and then we want to build all right. So let me build a line. I want a new train line from train depot. I want to add the stop of the logging mill. Okay. So the logging camp gives me wood. And we're going to do alright, and then we're going to get over here and we're going to go ahead and place our sawmill. So we're going to apply, and then again it's 2,000. Alright. Wood. Whoops. So set up a transport line. Okay, so we have that. And then construct all trail line. Make sure all the new buildings are connected. Depot to industry and industry to industry. Rails can be found. Okay, so do I not have... So that's the thing. Like, how do I... like, how do I know if I've done it or not? How do I rotate? But it looks like we're okay. Goes through there. I mean, it seems connected. I guess, do I need to go... Alright, line, and now what? Set up a train. Okay, so connect train via rail, so we're okay. And then I need a truck transport to transport wood shavings from the sawmill. So again, I want to go truck depot. To the sawmill. To the hardware store. Alright, and wood shavings. And apply. Alright, the town of Rudolphing has grown. Its citizens now demand wheat products. To produce these goods, you will have to establish a paper mill and a food processing plant. Use what you learned until now to set up everything you need. Okay, great work. The town of Rudolphing will soon have all its demands satisfied. As your town grows, however, you will notice that additional demands appear. Rudolphing citizens will ask for packaged fruit and packaged vegetables. To produce these, you will need to establish a food processing plant. Okay. Alright. Okay, so the train is going. So I assume it doesn't have anything, but it's heading off. Okay. So we have that. Now we need a production line for wheat. Or wait, I need to, no, I need to build a new production line here for wheat. Production. And then we're going to place some fields. So we're going to put these over here, I guess. And we're going to do wheat. And we're going to apply. And that will get them going. Now, can I maybe get the vegetables finally? No. there's got to be some kind of a bug. I just can't see how otherwise that's happening. But all right, construct a paper mill. On the industry tab, we go here. Okay, so the paper mill, I assume I can't do it anywhere but here. All right, so we'll put it there. Okay, create a new production mill at the paper, or production line in the paper mill to produce cartons. So we're going to do that. We're going to do cartons. And then add a second production line for wood. Oh, no. Okay. So I want a second production line in the logging camp to produce wood. Alright, and then I need to place the logging area. Alright, and we're selecting wood, and we're applying. And then we want to build the food processing plant. So we go here, food processing. And let's see, if I do this, maybe we'll do that. We'll let that build. Okay, so in the meantime here, I need rail. So I want to go there and there, and then we will go here. Whoops. So if I go here and there, and that should then let the train do what it needs to do. And then if I want a road, I can do this from here to there, and this from here to there. Okay. So not the most efficient process in the world, but it's possible. Alright, so this hopefully has some wood. Yes, 500 wood. Alright, so I need a line. Oh no, I need to add a production line for wheat products. So we need 2 wheats, a carton, and then that, okay, produces wheat products. Alright, so set up a transportation line for wheat. So to transport wheat from the farm to the food processing. Alright, so I want that. So we're going to go from here. And again, I can do wheat. And then I'm going to the food processing plant, which is this. Alright, and then we apply. Okay, so we've got that. And then connect all truck line stops via a road. Okay. Alright, so that gets us all there. Potentially we can, oh, I thought road, there we go. Just do that, have multiple intersections however it wants to come in. Okay, we want to create a truck transport line again. So truck depot, and then we're going from the carton line, so we're doing cartons to the food processing plant, so they're just gonna literally go across the street. And again, we'll do 1,000. we'll get that done. Set up a transport line for wood. The logging camp to the paper mill, so we need train depot. So again, we want the logging, we want wood, and then to the paper mill, which is this. Okay. And again, we'll do 1,000, I don't know, and set up wheat to the grocery store. So another line, truck depot. So we're going from the food processing plant. So it's going to be wheat products, oops, to the grocery store, which is here. We'll do that. Whoops. We'll apply that. All right. So that's it. So congratulations, your town has grown to target size. Nice work. You have successfully set up all production lines available in this tutorial. Now watch the city grow and your profits start rolling in. All right. So in theory, that should all work. Other than whatever I have going on with the vegetables. So I honestly think that there's just something going on, because we can't pick vegetables. We can pick everything else, but the vegetables are not available. I wonder if it's broken in the regular game or whatever, but the real question is, like, do I have... Okay, so there's no town zone, whatever that means. Okay, so this is coming in to get cartons, I assume, and then take them over to the food. So let's see what it will do when it gets here. Will it just pass through? Oh, okay. Maybe it's cycling around. So this is very similar, I guess, to Transport Fever in that regard, but right. So it has nothing. But I'm guessing that's because we don't have any wood yet. Okay, so that train's coming in. Alright, play for 1 hour. Great. And I know this episode will be shorter than that because when I was trying to figure out the vegetable thing, I was kind of checking some stuff, so. But how do I know? Let's see. They've got wood. Does this have wood? Not yet. Alright. So yeah, I basically paid for a second production line, but nobody quite needs that yet. You know, and again, if we go over here to the town, this is where we can then see what the demand is. And so yes, they have groceries. Need both the unpackaged fruit and the wheat products and the wood shavings. You know, and I'm sure there's more complexity here and all of that, but yeah, I need to transport and sell 250 specific goods. So we're going to speed things up a bit here. Alright, so the question is, where is that going? See, I'm wondering if this is the second rail line, so is this now taking this to the paper mill? I hope. Because that'll start getting wheat products and all that over where we need it. Yeah, so there we go. So it's going to go there, and then that should start producing stuff. Alright, so paper mill, set up one production line. So that, I assume, is now producing. 1 wood equals 1 carton. You know, and the question then would become, do we have situations where I don't have enough vehicles? Alright, so yeah, see, so this is telling me, so if I do this now, let's say I'm going to do truck depot, and I'm going to buy, I don't know, we'll do some longer ones, and I'll do 10 of them. Can I also just type? Yeah, okay. So that's good to know. And now if I want the delivery time less, I see. I lose my discount is what happens. Alright. So we're going to do that. That'll give us some more vehicles, because here I'm sure, yeah, we'll be auto-assigned, like we don't have wood yet. Alright, so one's picking up 250, one's picking up 500. Alright, and then, okay, so I can see residential, storage. So yeah, you know, pretty basic in the tutorial, so not surprising that that's what we've got. We'll see when we get to November and we get some more trucks. I would imagine then we've got more opportunity, but we're already up 150 to 250, so we'll see. Maybe it will be about an hour. Now let's see, do they wait for each other? They do. Alright, cool. Because yeah, I think until they come in here, we don't have that situation. So yeah, we're transporting 100 and 100, so it's doing as much as it can. There we go. Now we've got more, and there's will be auto-assigned, and so. And so that's certainly a nice feature compared to what we used to have and how Transport Fever works, where you kind of have to set your own sizes. But yeah, you're trying to build, what is this? Oh, I see, that's like water coming in, because that's like a pipe, I think. So I think these are pipelines running through the edges there, because you can then see they go over here. Alright, the required goods were sold. So I assume there are no other milestones. So with that, I'm going to go ahead, and this introduction of just getting familiar with Industry Giant 4.0, we'll say it's in the books here. And definitely, again, something I'll poke around with on the channel. Certainly probably do more of it sooner rather than later, so you might see some quick episodes for sure. Hopefully this will be a bit enjoyable, and I'm also been thinking about, you know, maybe bringing some Transport Fever back as well, because I haven't touched that in a while, and I do really enjoy those transport games. I know we have Railway Empire, and we have other things, so definitely a lot of opportunity, but there's just been a lot with the flight sim. I'm trying to stay ahead in my one competition so that I get promoted. We're not quite halfway through the series, but there's someone trying to knock me off my perch there, so I spent most of the day yesterday flying flights, give myself a pretty good cushion, but I don't think it's going to be enough where I'm not going to be able to do that. And then I had to do things for my VA and so forth, so there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much time I can do things. And again, life is life, and things go on with that. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. And as always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like and or are not a subscriber, please consider both of those things. Greatly helps with the channel and helps people find that, you know, there's activity going on here. May not always be the activity people are looking for, but once again, feel free to voice your opinion of what you want to see. I know I've got a lot of things going on. I can certainly binge certain things for a little bit and get, you know, a whole week of something in or whatever. I mean, I'm not opposed to really anything. You know, and some of these I start to wonder if I don't do that. Like, I start to forget what the controls are sometimes, and I spend more time fumbling around when I come back, like I did with Ranch Simulator. So, but I will see you next time.